Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see ya. I got a cool little story, really cool little story for us tonight. I want to give a shout out to my boy PK P Money for sending me this story, and of course, I'm gonna turn this story into a live for sure. Yes, T Money, you're gonna love the reason why I was a little turdy. You'll see why. But yeah, shout out to PKP Money for sending me this story, and yeah, love this story. So I had to actually go to the garage because I didn't have anything here to get my prompts for this live. I actually have a prompt for this live. 4 very simple but very important lessons in life. Are you ready for this? If you could imagine that life would be like a pencil. See, I had to go get a prompt, right? If life was a pencil, if you were a pencil and your life was like a pencil, imagine that from time to time, in order for this pencil to be useful, it has to get what? Sharpened, right? And imagine if the pencil was had any feelings. Imagine how painful that would be every time you sharpen it, right? I mean, you're taking layers and layers off. Imagine if the pencil had feelings, right? How painful would it be? Now, also, it's important to notice that the mistakes you make along the way, you have an opportunity to correct them. Just like this eraser. The things that happen, the mistakes that you make, the things you fail at, all these things, they can be corrected if you learn from them and not repeat them. The only reason history repeats itself is because man doesn't learn from their mistakes. And they just keep doing it, right? So you can correct your mistakes along the way. How cool is that? Now, also, it's important to notice that wherever you go, whomever you see or you touch, you leave your mark. You tell your story. You write your story. You leave a mark. You leave behind your story, right? And if we're blessed enough, you leave behind a legacy. So remember that. Wherever you go, you're writing something. So keep writing. Don't stop writing. Keep leaving your mark. Keep leaving your story behind. And at the end, the most important thing is that you got to remember this out of this whole thing. The most important thing is what's inside. It's you. So, yes, from time to time, you got to sharpen it. And as life goes on, it gets shorter and shorter. True. But don't forget, you can erase the mistakes by learning from them. You can leave a legacy, leave a mark, tell your story. And at the end of the day, remember, you are the most important thing and what's inside. Hopefully, you guys got some love out of this live. I so loved this story. So PK, again, P Money, thank you for sending it to me. I hope I did a good job at remembering all the points to this and sharing them accordingly. But what a great analogy. I love that analogy. Just for that, I'm actually gonna keep a pencil in my desk Just to remember that, right? So, by the way, you guys know I'm wearing the sweater. You know what that means? That means I'm gonna head to the gym. Hopefully you guys got B-Money running on major Persian time. Tanas John, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you catch the replay. I think you'll really enjoy it. And thank you for joining me. Hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. Shorter live, but man, does it have an impact? What I want to know is, hey, which part of this kind of speaks to you? Which part of this kind of spoke to you? What part kind of stood out, grabbed your attention? Is it the fact that you got to sharpen it? All the tough times, all the hard times, all the things that you struggle with, all the heartbreaks, everything that happens, all these things that happen, every time you got to sharpen these, right? And every time you sharpen this, that hurts. Imagine if the pencil had feelings. That would hurt every time you're going through those things. So which part of this spoke to you the best? Is it the part that you're going through all these hardships and struggles, and you got to just keep sharpening and keep going? Or is it the part that, hey, you can fix the mistakes, you can learn from them? Or is it the part that you want to leave a legacy, write your story? Hi, Shima John, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Catch the replay. I think you will really enjoy it. Or is it that part that you want to leave your legacy, leave your story behind? Man. Or is it the core center? Is what's inside that really spoke to you? I want to know, and I want to hear from you. So drop your comments below. Let this feed grow. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys get some love, some inspiration, some value. I'm an inch-long pencil with a chewed-off eraser. You know what that means? You know what I say to that? I say you got life mileage. You've heard me say that before. Heck yeah. Listen to me. What good is this pencil? What good is this pencil, right? Heck yeah. You got ways to write, bro. What good is this pencil? Nothing. It can't do anything. It hasn't even written anything for it to erase. Hi, Rita John. How are you? Welcome. Hopefully you catch the replay. I'm about to wrap this up, and I think you will really enjoy it. But thank you for joining me, right? This pencil has no use unless you sharpen it, unless you go through that pain and just go through the speed bumps, the red flags, the brick walls, all the heartbreaks, all the failures, all the stuff. Then you can use the pencil. Brand new pencil, no life mileage, no use, right? Welcome, welcome. So good to see you. Hopefully you catch the replay. Give me some of your feedback, right? So, which part of this story did connect with you? I appreciate you guys, those of you who joined me live, those of you who comment, those of you who send me chats and texts. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Some of you are a little shy. Maybe you could comment here instead of sending me a chat saying, oh my goodness, I really enjoyed last night's live. This was so good. So I appreciate you guys. That I feed off that. So I appreciate that. And hopefully you guys got some love from this one. I really like this live. Can you tell? You can always tell if I really like the story, right? I think you can. Share my story with someone today who was feeling defeated. Heck yeah. Remember what I always say, stories are meant to be shared, not stored. That's not the point for the stories. All the wounds listen, I have over 200 stitches in my body, right? There's stories, there's life mileage, there's stuff I can share. Stories are meant to be shared, not stored. That's a whole different live. I appreciate you guys. Listen, if you care, the way you show it is by sharing. So maybe you can tag a couple people to this, share it on your wall. Do what you got to do. Spread the love. You know what I mean. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.